is an emergency. I'm begging urgently. This is a serious case.
Start by putting some Florida water on my hands before I touch these cards.
Okay.
All right, so in a little new Egyptian incense bowl, I got a little thing. You put a little fire under it, make the room smell good and all mystical while we read. All right, so as you know, I'm a direct energy reader. Don't believe in bringing zodiac signs or birthdays. Ask that you be open with the spirit and have fun. We're going to be doing you a 10-card spread and a message from my ancestor reading back to back, all in the same one, okay?
Yep.
When you get to the 7th house, you must ask that card a question. You cannot skip it. All right. Are you sweating under your arms yet? Is your nose itching?
Maybe a little sweaty.
All right. I want to ask you a question, but I'll wait. I don't want to find out until after the ancestor reading.
Okay.
All right. So I'm taking the liberty of shuffling the card. I want you to say your first name so I can pray on them. Do I have permission to cut your cards?
Yes, sir.
All right, we're gonna lay down our first card, second card, third. Whew, I'm liking this. Fourth, fifth, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. All right. Spirit is saying, Jesus. Spirit is saying you're leaving somebody. If not leaving somebody, you're throwing somebody away. Getting rid of them.
Okay.
I'm just going to tell y'all for real. I'm not tired. It's just spirit. All right, let's get started with this because I want to figure out what's going on. We're going to start with your first house. Your first house, which is your first card. Your first house is ruled by Aries and is governed by Mars. Your first house represents your ego, self-esteem, how you see yourself. In this house right here, you have the couples card in the upside down position. Spirit is telling me this is you holding back a love, a relationship, or something. But Spirit say the reason why you're holding it back, evidently, this person abused your body, and not saying punch you, beat you, or just did you dirty. It's like you realize this person didn't care about what you was putting out for them, what you were doing for them, or the things you was allowing to happen. You following me?
Yes, sir.
So this is just a person not caring, and you said, you know what, I don't need it. Yeah, so you pulled back a little bit, a lot. Wow. Would you like to ask this card a question?
Is it my husband?
Jesus. You stop giving it up to your husband? Oh God, Jesus help me, man. Let me ask Spirit. This person that was abusing her body, and she's married, by the way, so let's judge her harshly. I'm just playing. Spirit, is it her husband to who she pulled back her affection? Spirit said purification. Yep. Retreat to nature. Yep. Purification, retreat to nature, and work your magic. So basically you're doing this with a purpose. You're doing this with a purpose to try to get him to see the error of his ways, a long thing like that. But it is your husband to which you ain't loving no more. Remember, I told you before the reading started, Spirit say You're thinking about leaving somebody, or you have left somebody.
Okay.
What did he do, girl? I'm just playing. Don't tell me.
Okay.
Don't tell me. Don't. Huh? Go ahead.
Do you want me to tell now, or should I wait? I don't think it's what you think.
Oh, you don't think it's what Spirit's showing me?
No. It is what Spirit's showing you, but I don't think it's what you think.
See, now I'm confused. You know what? We'll talk about that in the 7th house. Okay?
Okay.
We'll talk about relationship in the 7th house. You're not been confused this reading, because God knows. So, again, Spirit say you're holding back something. You've cut the activity, the emotion back. In my mind, Spirit is saying you're thinking about leaving or withdrawing, and whatever that may be, Spirit say just work your magic, keep doing it, because it's gonna be a good thing in the end.
Spirit is 100% correct. I'll go into detail a little later.
Okay. Now we gotta go over here to your 2nd house. Your 2nd house is ruled by Taurus and is governed by Venus. Spirit, you gonna have me yell at every card. Your 2nd house is ruled by Taurus and is governed by Venus. Your 2nd house represents your current economic situation, current gains, wealth, riches, right here, right now. In this house, you have Elegba. Having Elegba in this house, Spirit is saying this is like the sky's the limit with what you want to do in investment wise. Like, you have the money, you should invest in it. Why am I seeing a golf cart or a go-kart on some land? He's saying, I'm not thinking he's telling you to invest in a golf cart, but he's telling me to tell you to look at putting your money towards like a big property to where people will have to ride around on a golf cart, like a golf course. Wow.
Okay.
But with your current money, that's what you're investing your money in. Either you're sitting up here making a purchase of some property, or you're putting a down payment on a sports club or something. But I see you in a big giant field at a sports club, something like that, celebrating. But Spirit say this is the time for you to do that right now. The door is open. Just look wisely with the money. Don't take the first offer. Would you like to ask this card a question?
Is this in reference to our house in Florida?
Spirit, is this in reference to a house in Florida? Big patch of land, driving around on a golf course to get around the motherfucker, playing golf in the backyard of it? Spirit, is this in reference to their house in Florida? Spirit said detach from drama, trust, see the other person's point of view. Oh no, this is in regards to your mate, telling you how shit should go, what you should invest in, and things of that nature. So they're saying you should trust what the man had, what your partner has to say, how you invest this money.
Okay.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
All right. Evidently, the brother got good sense. So I don't know why y'all stopped. Huh?
He does.
I don't know why y'all stopped getting it, boy. But shit.
It's not that way. I have to explain to you.
Listen, I'm out of. Hey, whatever thing y'all. That's crazy tantric, probably. I don't know. I don't want to hear it yet.
I'm waiting for the 7th house.
Okay. Now we gotta go over here to your 3rd house. Your 3rd house is ruled by Gemini. It is governed by Mercury. Your 3rd house represent your communication. Every house Spirit gonna have a yard. Okay. Your 3rd house represents your communication. And with Gemini in this house, you need to take it for what it is, information. In this house right here, you have Ogun. And Ogun saying, as far as communication, he has put an end to a lot of bickering, fighting, arguing. It's like a decision has been made, verbal. Y'all made a verbal contract saying, hey, this is how it's gonna go. I don't care. This is what I want to see moving forward. If you ain't with this here, you need to get the hell on. And I just see like a decision was made, a real live pact was made, and y'all agreed on it. But he said the reason why y'all was so able to come to the table and agree on anything, a separation, or getting together, or going to the military, anything you guys agreed on recently, he wanted me to tell you that he had his hand in it, and he allows you guys to shut up and come to the table with cooler heads. And so communication wise, he said he slayed the issues that was between you guys. Would you like to ask this card a question?
Will the bickering continue once I get back home?
Spirit, will the bickering continue once you get back home? Spirit said, go now. Mother, wife said, whoa, hold up. Mother, wife, sister, daughter, focus upon your strength. Go now. Mother, wife, sister, daughter, focus upon your strength. That's the crazy part. You marrying him? Because they saying mother, wife, sister, daughter, like, the reason y'all was arguing is because he asked you to marry him or vice versa. And they just said, go home now. It ain't going to argue no more because you accepted his proposal. So
I've been married for quite a long time.
Say what now?
I've been married for quite a long time.
Go now, mother, wife, sister, daughter, focus upon your strength. They said because you are the wife. Because you are the wife, no, there will not be any bickering. And I'm taking that as you said yes, or y'all agreed on staying married or something, but I wait for the 7th house because you got the world card over here, so that means everything's grand. So okay. I'm just like, but they saying go home now. You the woman of the house. No, it ain't gonna be no bickering, and focus on your strength, which is you got it going on. You did some work. Your magic did some, but
Yeah. Okay.
Damn, Ogun, you did it like that with him. All right, shit. Now we finna go over to the house and home. Oh boy, this one right here scared me. Spirit, show me. Don't make me yawn on this one too bad. Oh, that's the 4th yawn. All right, we're going to go over here to your 4th house. Your 4th house is ruled by Cancer and is governed by the moon. Your 4th house represents your actual house and home, where you live. It also represents the 3 closest people you allow to stay in your home via friends and family. In this house right here, you have the 7 of air in the upright position. Spirit say there was somebody in your home truly betraying you, talking bad about you, and just disavowing everything you said. Notice the key word was. But the secret here with the moon is once night came, then somebody did something shady, slick, or behind these people back who was doing something to you. It came to the point where they didn't know what to argue about, what to bitch about. It's like if you had a family member saying, I don't want you to go to the club, and then nighttime come, they go to sleep, you go to the club, you enjoyed yourself, you did something you wanted. What Spirit is saying, the people that was in your house betraying you, talking about you, really giving you agony, it's gone. It's gone.
Yeah. He's right.
Wow. So what did you do sneaky to run these people off?
I don't think I did anything sneaky. The thing is that for a long time, so my husband and I have been married for 15 years.
Ooh.
And out of those 15 years, I married young. So out of those 15 years, we were there for 13 years with his family. And it was always like they never want to see anybody else strive. And I was getting tired of it, and that's what a lot of our fighting was about. Like, we always did everything to make them happy and nothing for us. Like, there was no us, it was just always them. And then we finally, after all my bitching and moaning, we bought our house and got out, and it was like, peace. At last, it was peace.
Yeah.
And then it was also, aside from that too, it was getting to me because aside from living together with them, I was also working for them. So it was non-stop. So that has a lot to do with it. I still have to get to the juicy stuff with the 7th house, so let's go!
All right. So you ain't got a question for this house, or do you got a question for it, the 4th house? Yes, yes.
So in terms of the people in my home right now, it's really just my kids and my husband. Will everything be okay with my kids and my husband in our home now and in the future? Like, you know,
Spirit.
happy home.
Spirit, will her home be harmonious with her family? Spirit said yes. Only card in my deck with a definite answer on yes. Yes.
Yeah.
You good? You
Thank
good?
you.
Why the hell you leaving? Why the hell you?
I have to get to it. Hold on. Like there's anticipation coming up for the 7th house.
I'm confused.
I had sent you an email a couple of months ago in regards to the same thing, telling you that spirit is real, because I had a reading done with you way before this, and I asked questions in regards to this particular thing, and spirit told me what to do and how to do it, and it will work, and it did, and that's part of it. I gotta tell you, I can't wait to see it.
We still gotta wait till the 7th house, because this is spirit is on point, but the picture I'm painting personally is something different than what spirit is talking about. Let's go up into your 5th.
I hope it matches up. I don't know if maybe I'm wrong, but yeah.
All right.
We'll see.
Now we're gonna go over here to your 5th house. Your 5th house is ruled by Leo and is governed by the sun. Your 5th house represents your sex life, entertainment, and luck. This house also represents your strength and your courage. This is what confuses me. In this house right here, you have the Babalu Arisha, which is typically the magician in traditional tarot deck. Huh?
Who is it again? Who is in the house again?
The Babalu Arisha. He just like a priest. He makes things happen. You have him in the upright position. And in this house of sex life, he's saying that you're kind of doing work on getting the carnal nature up and rising again. Like you're doing work, exploring, hoping, wishing, and praying. You're doing it all, manifesting everything to make sure that nobody gets bored in the bedroom. Also that you guys made, so you're the one doing the prosperity altars and everything else for the house.
Yes, I am.
He said this is
I have your prosperity house.
I've been hearing some great things about them. Gee, wow. So spirits say, well, it is working pretty well because you are doing your job and your energy is feeding everything in the house. It's feeding your sexual energy and it's feeding your financial energy. Would you like to ask this card a question?
I think I'm good.
All right. Now we're finna go over here to your 6th house. Your 6th house is ruled by Virgo and is governed by Mercury. Your 6th house represents your future economics, future money, future wealth, future prosperity. In this house right here, you have the 10 of air in the upright position. This is concerning me. What Spirit is saying right here is you're not speaking up about money, that you're not speaking about an endeavor that you want to do or money that belongs to you. You're not speaking up or anything. You're just like not talking. Why aren't you stating what you want to see in the future?
Can I get a little more clarification on that?
All right. So Spirit saying for every job opportunity, every contract opportunity, and I'm being hypothetical here. All of that stuff right there, analogy wise, all of that stuff right here, you're not speaking up on it. You're not attempting to make it last, make it work. It's like you're very content with what you got coming in right now. So look at the whole thing. If you manifesting money, positivity, finances, and Spirit is telling you what you need to invest in, but Spirit is saying you're not talking about it. It's just like you've done your investment, you've got the money for whatever reason or wherever source it come from, but after that nothing else is happening. You're not trying to do anything else or trying to call on anybody else. Sort of like you just stop and you're living off your savings and your laurels.
I think it's because I just got through with a job that I was waiting on for a very long time. And I do have plans for what I want to do. Like I want to open up, I wanted to move to Florida and I want to open a liquor store. But I don't think that we have that type of finances yet available for us to do that. And yeah, I think I guess it's just because we're just living kind of basically paycheck to paycheck right now. We have a little bit of savings, but I didn't think about speaking about it because I don't think we have the funds. You know, you need money to make money sort of deal.
Well, let me help you with this one. So if you're going to come here to Florida, all of the Florida liquor stores are owned, the majority are owned by, I'm not going to say Trinidad. Well, damn it, I don't want to mix the race up. I want to say like the Hindu Indians, but it's not the Hindu Indians from the Asian part. It's like they like coolies in the island. We call them coolies.
Yeah.
You know, I don't want to offend nobody now.
I understand.
Okay, they got that Punjabi look to them.
Yeah.
Okay, I done stuck my foot in my mouth and in my ass, but hey, you understand, you get the image. So the majority of our liquor stores here in Florida are owned and operated by them. So what you and your husband can do, you guys can look for a grandfather license. If you look for a liquor store, y'all research grandfather license. You can get one downtown. You can get one around the corner. Anything that's grandfathered in, because here in Florida, they're not giving out liquor licensing no more.
Okay.
So you got to look for the grandfather thing, and you could purchase someone else's liquor license. That's why Spirit said you're not talking about your future, meaning you're not communicating properly. So if you're gonna get a liquor store here, make sure you look for you purchase someone's license who's going out of business. You go to a district that's grandfathered in, because with all the gentrification going on, they're not gonna have liquor stores on the corners of these new high rises where they're gonna put a goddamn Tivana somewhere.
Right.
But yeah, Spirit say start looking into that. That's why Spirit say you're not looking in the right places and you're not communicating. So repeat that back to me, because I want you to have what you got to get.
Grandfather license from somebody going out of business.
Right.
Like, right.
Yeah.
From the Punjabi coolie Indian guy.
Listen, you come here to Florida and you see when you walk in the liquor store, you don't know if they coolie Trini. Bajans, they just had that. You don't know if they from India. They just had that look to them, and they love music and drink.
Right here, right?
Yes, the dark swirly hair, man, and they had a nice cars out front, and boy, it just cool. They give you so much liquor. Goddamn, liquor done got cheaper by the way, you know. Liquor done got cheaper.
Yeah.
But yeah, if that's what you're trying to do, oh my God. I just thought about what your last name is. Oh my goddamn.
It's okay. That's my married name.
Oh.
Yeah.
I just thought about it, man. Listen, I done put crow in my mouth here.
It's okay. I know where you're coming from. I get it.
All right.
I get it.
Well, if you come here, and do that, you guys will be okay, because that's who hold the market to that. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Would you like to ask this card a question?
Yeah. I don't know how to ask it, because it's in parts. So I don't know how I would ask it. Is my future monetary gain gonna be from the job that I have now, or my outside investments. Because I'm also thinking, like right before I got this, I was also looking into get my real estate license.
I knew it. I knew it.
Yeah, but I bought the whole class, and then I got very busy, and the time expired, so I lost $500. So I'm not sure which avenue is going to give me, where should I spend most of my time and invest most of my energy into
Spirit,
to make it.
Don't worry, let me find Spirit. What avenue is going to make her the most money? Is it the current job, real estate, or the liquor store for her? Show me. Freedom. Okay, freedom. Nurture yourself. Freedom, nurture yourself, and let it go. Freedom, nurture yourself, and let it go. Not the job. Not the job. Definitely not the job. It's going to be between the real estate and the liquor store. But now what Kuan Yin is saying, let go. There need to be some sort of releasing of a toxic idea.
Okay.
The toxic idea has to be like, this job is poisoning you. They're like, it's really kind of constricting you, and it's poison, period. So real estate is it. Remember I see y'all got some land and you own go-karts, or it's just a bunch of either a golf course or something. I just see a bunch of land, you driving around on a golf course. Real estate agents here in Florida, the land is so vast, they got to get golf carts to drive the people around, the bitches to see it. A nice size house. So yeah, real estate and the liquor store.
Okay.
So not from your job. It may be icing on the cake, but that's where your majority of freedom gonna come.
Okay, got it.
All right. So now we finna go over here to the 7th house. The 7th house is ruled by Libra and it's governed by Venus. Your 7th house represent your relationship, the couple dating, marriage. I'm going to say love, romance, and passion. In this house right here, you have the World card in the upright position. Spirit say, what is going on? Because from what I'm seeing right here, you pulled back on your emotional attachment to somebody, damn near about to let them go, but then you're loving it, you're screwing, you're making money for them, and now y'all got a great marriage. So what the hell going on that you confusing me?
Okay, so a few months ago, as I told you, I was waiting very long for this job. It took me like 2.5 years to get the call for it. But I'm from the Northeast, and the training for it is down south in Georgia. So I had to leave my beautiful home with my beautiful husband and my kids and come down here for a few months. So I definitely left them. But it's not because I want to leave them. And I think that as I've left them in this little bit of time that I've been away from them so far, it hasn't been very long yet, and they're already feeling the effects of wife and mom. So I think that a lot has been realized in this little bit of time about what I used to do for him, and you know, he's not taking me for so much granted anymore. So I think that's what it was. I don't think it's like, you know, oh, fuck you, I'm leaving.
Oh, okay.
It's like, you know, I didn't want to leave, but...
So you...
And that's another thing, too, what you said, when, what was it, you said that Ogun made a decision, like something going to military. It's kind of military, it's not kind of. But he made us, you know, come to an agreement because we were back and forth on it as whether to go or not to go, whether to go or not to go. But it's going to make us better to some extent.
Right.
Financially and, like, you know, benefit-wise and stuff. So we came to an agreement, and he's with the kids and stuff back home. And also that was the other thing too, because I was trying to get a certain location, and the very first time when I called in for a reading, And Spirit told me to work my magic and manifest it, and I did, and I got the location that I wanted, and I was like, yeah!
Nice.
So that's, I think, what it is. I don't know, maybe Spirit can clarify for me and let me know if that's what it is or if it's something else, because I really hope it's not something else. I really love the dude. He's hard to deal with at times, and I'm like, God made me strong to deal with his personality for a reason, you know. I don't think any other woman would have put up with his shit. The way that he is, he's a difficult dude, but he's a good guy, you know.
All right, let me ask Spirit. Is this marriage relationship the best thing for her? Is this gonna work out for them? She wants to know. Listen. Release tension. Listen, release tension, and communicate. Wow. It's gonna work out. Only thing you gotta do is just stop stressing, stop worrying, listen to what he's saying, and you need to start writing him back a reply. You need to communicate with him more, though.
Mm-hmm.
No more dead air silence.
Yeah.
But yeah, this is a good marriage. It's gonna work out. You did good. Congratulations.
Thank you.
So that's why we wasn't seeing nothing in okay. I'm finna say, man, she pulled back heavy, Spirit. Okay. I got it now. You had to go and get job training. Been there, done that. I understand.
Yeah.
All right.
It's gonna be a few months, but I gotta do what I gotta do.
All right. Now we're gonna go over here to your 8th house. Your 8th house is ruled by Scorpio and is governed by Mars and Pluto. Your 8th house represents your subconscious mind. What it is you think about, what it is you desire, what it is you fear, love, want. In this house right here, you have the 9 of air in the upside down position. Spirit say, listen, as of September, the month that's passing, you have nothing to fear. Surprisingly, the parents done shut their goddamn mouth. The brothers and sisters ain't judging him no more. So ain't nobody talking bad about you on that side of the family. It's like they finally accepted you.
Mm-hmm.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
That's all they gotta say. So you wanted to be accepted, they accepted you. Would you like to ask this card a question?
I don't know if it's related to this or not, but I still have quite a bit to go in this training, and it's not finalized yet until I pass everything.
Mm-hmm.
Both physical training and academic. In my mind, I'm scared shit because I'm worried about the physical part of the training. Because I'm a little short thing, right, and very small. Will I pass everything? Will everything work out for me in this?
Spirit, will she pass everything with this course? Will she pass? Will it work out? Spirit said, twin flame, you can do it. Artistic expression, yes. Reflection, you can do it. You've done something harder than this at one point.
Yes.
He said, this physical and mental training ain't shit. You've done something harder than this. They say in twin flame as reflect on a portion of yourself where you probably was kickboxing a gorilla in the jungle and you beat his ass. So you can do this. This ain't nothing. And then they say artistic expression. They saying step up the ego, step up the flair game. When you complete something, you need to let everybody know, like, I'm excited. God damn it, boy, I knew I can get this A. God damn it, boy, I could pass that course. They saying step up the ego by you being a petite person. They looking for the artistic, the excitement inside your eyes. You say, oh, this little thing did it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's gonna give you cool points. But yeah, you got this.
Okay, good. Thank you, Spirit.
So now we're gonna go over here to your 9th house. Your 9th house is ruled by Sagittarius and is governed by Jupiter. Your 9th house represents your future, your reality, what will be coming to you. In this house right here, you have the salamander in the upright position. Spirit showed me you guys having a second wedding. Like, yeah, Spirit showed me you're in another wedding dress, but the issue that you're gonna have is your hair. Spirit saying you're gonna have a real issue. Maybe you have to cut your hair. Maybe you have to have your hair a certain way. But I see you guys like in another wedding dress. I see you in another wedding dress. And with the salamander here, I think you're gonna ask for a wedding once you guys get stable where you at. I think you're gonna be like, listen, we need a wedding that really counts this time.
Yeah, we got married real city, but it was a long time ago.
And that's
why.
Go ahead again.
It's gonna be to the same man.
Yeah, it's gonna be to the same man. Spirit say y'all getting a wedding do-over, but it's something about your hair. I don't know if you're gonna perm your hair. I don't know if you got a sassy black girl afro thing going on, Afrocentric. I don't know what you're gonna do, but Spirit showed me the hair is gonna be the issue.
Okay.
So be mindful of putting in a perm in your head. If you don't need it, don't try it. If you don't need certain hairstyles, don't try to do it, because your hair is gonna really send you down the spiral when it comes time for you to get remarried.
Okay.
But that's about it. You just gonna ask him, tell him you want another wedding, and he's gonna say yes, dear. Would you like to ask this card a question?
No, sir.
All right. Now we finna go over here to your 10th house. Your 10th house is ruled by Capricorn and it's governed by Saturn. Your 10th house represent how everybody will see you. Mom, dad, kids, husband, don't matter. In this house right here, you have the outcast in the upright position. So Spirit say everybody's going to see you as somebody who took a chance. People are going to say that was foolish. I wouldn't have done it. You're stronger than me. You're better than me. They're going to tell you all kinds of things like that. But Spirit say you're going to walk with a rose in your head and you're going to be like, you don't know the struggle. I was away from home. I had to go to all these PTAs and I had to go and do this and shit. I had to struggle. So you ain't going to see it and you're going to be like, I'm happy I did it. The hell with everything what y'all saying. But people are going to see you as somebody who took a chance that they wouldn't take. They're going to be like foolish. So be prepared for somebody to say you was crazy to leave your husband, foolish and all that other shit. This is just talk. Don't let it get to you. Trust me. Don't let nobody ruin this. You did what you had to do. Would you like to ask this card a question?
No. Actually, yes. Will people like have I don't know how you guys say it. We just say bad eye on myself family?
Spirit, will they be putting the Maluk on the Malukiana? Will people be putting the Maluk on her family? Will they try to do that? Spirit said, follow your heart. Spirit said, priorities. Spirit said, follow your heart priority and be more woman than anything. Like, be emotional about your family. Nah, they won't. You're moving. Who's gonna put it on you in a new place?
Okay.
Yeah, there's jealousy around you, but can't nobody put the Maluk on you.
Okay.
All right. So that was the 10 card spread, and it went pretty good.
I like it.
All right. So how did you like it?
I really liked it.
All right. And Spirit had me scared at one point. I'm like, man, she ain't giving the dude nothing, and but you telling me the relationship okay? What did they get into polyamorous? I'm like, I don't know what's going on here, cause I'm like, oh, but I get it. Say that again.
So we threw you a curveball.
Yeah, cause Spirit was telling me the stuff, but I guess he wasn't going in depth.
Yeah. Yep.
All right.
In a few months, tell you guys. But
God, I'm so happy for you. All right, now we finna get into the Ancestor reading, back to back reading. Look at it.
Yeah.
Y'all be beating me up with this Ancestor reading. I did a past life reading the other day, and I can't stand them. I done did probably 6 in my whole little tarot reading time since I can't. Now I'm getting flooded with emails. I am not doing them things for nobody.
I never knew you did those. Otherwise, I would have done one of those.
See that? them things make me angry because I got to see things that I don't want to see. I don't want to see people past lives because people are mean. When we got to learn those lessons, man, people are horrible. I probably did some bad stuff.
Yeah. They're still horrible, even present day.
Well, at least we part of the woke culture. We trying to wake up. We trying to get down.
Yep.
All right. So now we finna do you an ancestor read. I'm excited about this one. I'm sitting up here. I feel so crazy. That last reading, I'm sitting up there, Punjabi looking, Indian looking. God damn. And that, remember I say I want to ask you something, but I'm gonna wait till after the reading because I ain't wanna. I was like, so what's his actual? What do you call his actual nationality? Culture?
What? I'm Trinidad.
Okay, so you know what I'm.
I just have Indian descent, but yeah, I'm an island girl.
So you know what I was talking about. How you gonna make me sweat?
Absolutely, I just wanted to,
I'm trying to be all politically correct, but we ain't got no political correct on the island when we see a coolie, and a coolie is a slang term for bag handler. So you don't want to say that, man. What?
Be coolie for sure.
Well, at least you know I was locked in. God damn. But yeah, so they typically run, the Trinidadians down here typically run all the liquor stores. You'll find a few Asians, but they typically run the gambit on them. So you guys will do great. All right. So I take a delivery and shuffling your cards.
Okay.
We're going to do an ancestor reading about you. Oh, okay, Spirit. I believe it. All right. Now, I want you to say your first name again so I can pray over these cards. Do I have permission to cut your cards?
Yes, sir.
All right. Do you have a kid about, I'm going to say about 10 or 11?
Yes.
All right. Is that kid into Disney?
Yes.
Could you kind of get the kid away from Disney because the kid is no longer looking at Disney as an innocence, is looking at Disney as conspiracy theories?
Okay.
I think they got too much free time on this internet and interweb because I see them looking up Aladdin, figuring out what the lion said or what the genie said in the carpet and all that shit there. So I see them looking at Disney as a conspiracy theorist or the bad side of Disney. Could you kind of tell husband to stray them away from that soon?
Okay.
All right. So now we're going to go over here. So the way the ancestor reading work, I deal 5 cards. The first 4 cards are reserved for a female ancestor, but a male energy can come. The last card is reserved for a male energy. Excuse me, but a female energy could come. Just who decide to. I lay down the 5 cards, then I lay down a clarifying card of the message they give to you. I tell you what they say. After that, before I move to the next one, I give you a chance to ask them a question. I ask that you try to focus on the message and not the character because these guys can be 1 day deceased or 1 million years deceased, okay?
Right, yes.
All right. I already asked you permission to cut the cards and things?
Yes, sir.
All right. Man, you have a lot of spiritual energy coming around you. Whoa. Spirit is fighting hard.
Spiritual energy?
Yeah, spirit fighting hard to get in there. All right, let's ride. So we're going to go with your first, second, third. Wow. Fourth, but 2 of these came out at the same time, so I got to read them at the same time. And this one jumped down. Oh, I don't even know what that one is. That one jumped down. Damn, that one jumped down face down. So I ain't finna sit up there and fight it. It want to be revealed at the end. So then we're gonna go over here. Makes sense. The last one makes sense. All right, so let's start with your first ancestor. Oh God, come on, spirit. Oh, this is too many yawns, and I'm tired of it. Spirit, I'm tapped in. So this ancestor here. All right, so this ancestor is sandbagging. He's saying he's on a boat. It's a male. He's on a boat like a pirate, a sailor, or he's a seaman. A seaman, a sailor, but he's not giving me the error. Okay. He has on a military uniform sailor suit, the white, when they started wearing the white with the blue stripes and the bell bottom. He's dropping stuff overboard. He's dropping bags over the side of the ship. Over the side of the ship, he's saying he's got to lighten the load. He's got to lighten the load. This is what he's saying. So he was in service like World War One. That's it. World War One, military, Navy. Surprisingly, he looks pretty European. He don't look dark skinned. He looks pretty damn European. But so he was saying he has to lighten the load. He keeps saying he had to lighten the load from the ship that was taking on too much. His message he came in the form of the 9 of water in the upside down position, and this makes sense because the nine of water is a ship carrying a big load of fish in the upright position, carrying a very heavy load. But this card came upside down, meaning that it's time for you to start letting go all of your past aggressions, all of the things that weighed you down, insecurities, anger, doubt, even the hurtful shit that was said to you. It's time to start lighting your load, because you got something better. You got to get to this shore. You got to get to this safe place, out of this water, out of your heavy emotion, and he's working to help you lighten the load. His message to you is stay focused. Don't let nobody take you off your throne, or let nobody put no seeds in your ear that's gonna fuck up your marriage or your relationship with your husband. Stay focused. It pays off in the end, okay?
Yes.
Would you like to ask him a question?
Will I hit a lot of hurdles in my future with people trying to destroy me or my family? Spirit,
she wants to know, guy, will she run into a lot of hurdles, snag fools for people trying to undermine their marriage and her person? He said positive change. No. You are protected by Paravati, whoever the heck that is.
Who?
Paravati.
Okay.
You know that person?
No.
How about get a pen and paper? I want to spell it for you.
Okay.
And Google who.
I'm ready.
Google who she is. Paravati. And I probably butchered the hell out of it.
Okay. Okay.
Google who she is. You're protected by her, so she's protecting, because she said she's taking off her veil, saying such a beautiful bride, but she does her hand in a rolling fashion. So Paravati.
No.
Huh? All right. Now we're going to go over here to your second ancestor. Your second ancestor came in the form of another water card, the 10 of water upside down. This ancestor is a female. This ancestor is not petite. God knows she is not petite. She is a 6'3", 260-pound brick of a woman. Ass, breast, big feet, 12s even. She's a big woman. But she's a big woman with a great shape. You know, one of them, bye-bye.
Yeah, voluptuous.
Yeah, that's the word. Now, she says emotionally you need to start wearing your crown the way you supposed to wear it, damn it. She say don't let nobody take your crown from you. And because this, I mean, the Ten of Water, she upside down, she's saying your emotions need to be complete. And they don't need to be all over the place. So you don't need to be taking secondhand shit for nobody. So no, don't listen to nobody telling you how you should feel. You know what the hell you should do, how you should feel. Her message to you is spiritual laws of attraction. You work for this. You ain't for this. You did the work. You did the sacrifices. You did it. So why the hell would you sit up there and be fearful of a bitch taking what's yours, the life you created? She's saying get over that shit.
Okay.
This giant voluptuous woman, man, she got a cool shape. This giant voluptuous woman is coming in saying knock a bitch over with the bull horns if they need to. Slang their ass around, but take control and don't let nobody take you off your door, off your the step of your home. Would you like to ask this card a question? Oh, hold up. And she likes cantaloupe. So if you ever decide to figure out who these ancestors is, something about cantaloupe and your ancestors, they keep telling me cantaloupe, get cantaloupe, get cantaloupe. I think some weird people call them rock melons, but get cantaloupe, get cantaloupe. What the hell is going on with cantaloupe?
I don't know. My grandmother comes to mind. She was a voluptuous woman, but she was a short one. My father's side, I know you said not to get tied up in it, but I'm trying to I'm trying to tap in a little bit too. For the ones that I know. She was a bigger woman as well, but I don't know her that well. I only met her a few times before she passed away. Would I be able to ask if it's her?
Yeah, ask is it her. I'm going to allow this because she is asking for cantaloupe. And when they start asking you for something specific, they're basically saying you can utilize them and you want a war horse to sit on your porch and fight for you, okay? Yes. Is it do you know her name or just say your...
If I say it, would it be blocked out?
I will make every attempt to block it out. Don't say her last name, just her first name.
Is it Joy?
Joy? Spirit.
Yeah.
Is your name Joy? Okay, right. Hit flow of prosperity. Freedom. Yes. Right. Flow of prosperity and freedom. You see what she's saying? She's saying spiritual laws of attraction. You called upon this and it's freedom. Yeah, and this girl right here, freedom, she ain't got nothing on. Just how she looked in my vision.
Nice.
So give her some cantaloupe, please. Write her name down.
May I ask something? I want to do it like ASAP, and I'm in this place where it's not as free as I'd like it to be. But I do have access to cantaloupe here. Would I be able to put it by the root of a tree or something?
Let me see.
Discreetly?
How would you have her give this to you? Because all of them begging for cantaloupe now. But how would you have her give it to you?
We'll have to wait until I get home at the beginning of next year.
Okay, no, I want to make sure she because maybe she could do it now. How would you do this? How would you get this cantaloupe? Oh, here we go with this crazy shit. I'm just telling you what they say. Don't judge me. This is your crazy people. Take the cantaloupe and kind of put it in your bath and rub your feet with it. Like rub your skin with the cantaloupe. Like take a cantaloupe scrub.
Okay.
Real fruit. Chop it up and put it on your feet. And because she was saying her husband likes the smell and the taste of cantaloupe. The whole women in your bloodline love cantaloupe, melons, cantaloupe.
My mother's side, mother too.
They like
my father's side. Yeah,
so they like melons. So the green honeydew melons, the cantaloupe melons, kind of take a bath in that honeydew cantaloupe thing and do that until you get back to your husband. This is how you're gonna honor her. So rub the actual fruit on you when you're taking your bath, and she say that's good enough.
Is this like a weekly thing?
I don't know.
Like
You make the choice. She trying to sweeten you up for your man. You can do the bitch every night. just like when women drink that pineapple juice and eat pineapple. Do it every night. The more the better. Like what she saying? Like, gee, God. I better not ever come home. I not ever come home and see my baby with a whole can of Dole pineapple juice. I'm gonna beat her ass.
I hear you. Okay, done.
Oh my God. All right, now we're gonna go over here to your third ancestor. Who are you? Oh, you're a windbag. You're a talker, lady. All right. This third ancestor came in the form of the air element in the upright position. So this person, she had a lot to say in public, but nothing to say inside her household. She is a woman. Like what are you trying to say? She had an alcohol addiction, by the way. She had an addiction of drinking. She keeps saying she just liked to just sit back and drink. Sit back and drink. She never said anything. She wasn't like a dirty alcoholic where they get drunk, don't want to bathe and care for themselves. She just know that if it's a beer sitting around, she's going to drink it. If it's a shot of rum or liquor around, she's going to drink it. And she came in the form of the air element upright, meaning that she had so much she wanted to say while she was living to her living husband, boyfriend, whatever, because she wasn't married. They were just cohabitating for years and years and years, 30 years together, she said. So with that being said, she say, please don't be afraid to speak your mind on any topic. On any topic, get it out, address it. Don't hold back, because it's going to manifest into an addiction for you. Maybe you get an addiction to cutting yourself. Maybe you get an addiction to being tied to the television. Maybe you get addiction of drinking via a liquor store. Being a workaholic. She's saying don't hold that shit inside. Her message to you is be very persistent. Be very persistent. Keep going. Don't stop. If somebody say, I don't want to talk about it, calmly get the shit on the table so you guys can work through it. And let that argument be that argument at that moment. Don't rehash nothing. Just say what's on your mind and let it be done. Do you understand what she's saying?
Yeah.
She don't want you to have no pain point in your new life with this man, because separation is a motherfucker. 6 months away from the home, questions. Don't sit up there and let that destroy you. And if you have an inkling, ask about it. Take them at the word until the other shit pop up, if it pop up. If it was some shit, okay? But don't let that shit destroy what you building. You understand?
Yeah.
Would you like to ask her a question?
So as it is, he has a lot on his mind, obviously, because I'm away, and it is a male-dominated industry I'm roped into, you know.
You in the South, baby.
Huh?
I say, I understand you in the South.
Yes. So, you know, I get accused of stuff that I'm not doing. Even I have, like, zero intention of doing, and half of them annoy the shit out of me, and I just can't stand to be around them to begin with.
Mm-hmm.
So, do I just, I try to just ignore it all the time when he, you know, keeps saying it over and over and over and over. Should I just let that simmer, like, leave that alone, or should I, you know, stand my ground and fight my battle and, you know, be like, shut the fuck up now, enough is enough.
Shut the fuck up.
What do I stop that? Because that's like his main problem with me.
So it's insecurities.
Yes, he's always thinking that I'm out there and somebody's gonna grab me up, and I don't want nobody else. I want him.
All right. So Ancestor, should she stand up? Are you telling her to put a quail to this guy's ideology of her while she's away building their life? Or is that what you're saying? She said yes. Stand your ground. Tell him, listen, nigga, I'm doing this for you. I'm away from my kids. I ain't come all the way down here to have these drill sergeants or high-end execs spit in my face, drive me through the shit, all this shit, go to these work camps and shit just to sit up here and get a shot of ass here and there. I'm I'm doing this for us. So please don't disrespect me like that. I love you. I'm gonna always love you. Come at him hard, she says. Don't hold back.
Okay.
Y'all married, y'all gonna be good. He just needs you there. Alright, now this ancestor came out in the form of two ancestors. They want to be read together. Now this is the second time two ancestor cards came out at the same time, and they both of them wanted to talk. They needed to be talked together. The first ancestor is represented the five of fire in the upright position. This is a dragon being attacked by five different people. Five of wands in traditional tarot decks. Five of fire. So this means that there's a battle raging on with verbiage, conspiracy talk, just what you just talked about, believe it or not. Now, the second ancestor that's backing this one up came in the form of the seven of water in the upright position. This is somebody with a hex on them, or haze on them, or just a doubt, just a real live depressed energy on them, and they're throwing stones in the water, wishing for the best. So when you got fire and water sitting up here, this is a direct conflict with each other. Opposite elements, correct? One is saying, shut the fuck up, just like you said, and the other is saying, God, I wish you would stop. So both of y'all screaming the same thing. Spirit say you guys are going to have to come. These two ancestors are saying you guys are going to have to come together and realize what's going on. If you're going to be arguing with him, then y'all need to end each conversation with prayer. I pray that we stay together. You following what they're saying?
Yeah.
Before you get off the phone with him, can we try something new, honey? Can we pray? Can we just come together and just pray about this? I love you, you love me. Oh, Heavenly Father, Spirit, Source, whatever you want to go to, Paravati, keep us together.
Okay.
Let him know like that with prayer, and pray vigorously with him, and have him say his desires and stuff. They saying just come together as a unit. The message that they are both giving you is health and healing. This will heal your relationship during your remaining months.
Okay.
Would you like to ask them a question?
No, I'm good.
Alright. Now we're going to go over here to this mystery one that came flat down. But I know the message to you is energy healing. So I'm flipping it over. I don't know if it's a feminine energy, male energy. I don't even know what the card says, but it came. What you wanted to surprise her and say? Aww. Aww. This ancestor is a male, and he came in the form of the devil card in the upside down position. So they saying there, he said he's coming to break all the addictions that you guys have with each other. Like all of the insecurities, all of the hexes, and if any kind of spells and shit was done, he said he has the source to do it, and he's gonna break it. His message to you all is energy healing. He said if you guys can get your shit together and heal your relationship and make this thing work, he's going to do it, because he knows the importance of you guys staying together. Aww. I want to say, I'm finna describe it to you now. I'm finna describe it to you.
Okay.
5'4", very slender,
Okay.
white hair, short white hair, but he greases, like put styling gel in it to put it back. He carries around either some beads. It's a male. He carried around some beads. He was a religious figure. He either carried around the beads, or he carried around some little totem that he used to bless everybody with. He is not that old. This is 76 to 82. This is his age as of deceased, death. So he was a spiritualist, and he knew his shit, and he said if y'all can't get over the bullshit to make sure this lasts, he's gonna come and do it regardless. So that's why these two brothers and sisters came up in here, and your fourth ancestor, they had to roll together because they was his kids. Yeah.
My grandfather was a very short little old man. I don't know him having hair. I know him bald-headed.
Well, this man hair was thinning. It was white and thinning, but you can tell, like, when they comb it back and you can see the scalp and shit.
I don't know too much about how religious he was, but his daughter recently died, my aunt, and she was a twin, but her twin is alive. But he has, I think my grandmother has a child that died, but it's not from him. So maybe that's them two.
Yeah, that she probably had to borrow his fire energy to come and talk to you. But the cards came out at the same time, and Spirit say these are his kids. So their energy is working to help y'all relationship. So you got a lot of help on the tail end. I wouldn't have known this man had twins.
Yeah.
Wow, this is impressive. So would you like to ask him a question?
Do I want to ask him a question? No, I think I'm good.
All right. Well, that complete the ancestor reading. How you feeling about that? Did you get their messages?
Yes, I did.
Man,
I'm so happy. I feel so good.
I love it too. Y'all just don't know the ancestor reading be coming on, because they could jump out 2 or 3, and this joker wanted to surprise, like, hey, it's me, pal. This is what I'm gonna do. Like, why you just didn't lay down like all the other ones? He wanted it to be a surprise and took over my damn tarot deck. You see what happened? I flip all my cards. How the fuck? He just throw himself down. He jumped out. And these 2 clown jump out, and I want to be read together. Okay, got it.
Yeah. That was really good. I really, really enjoyed it. It was very good. Everyone, from the 10 cards to the ancestors.
Listen,
beautiful.
You did a courageous thing. You did a real courageous thing. Talk to your husband. Go ahead.
It's very rough.
But it's courageous, and it's gonna better you all. Come your ass on to Florida. I drank with y'all.
So just asking one last time, just to make sure, because I still have, I know I need to let it go, but I still have this, thing stuck in my head, because it will work out. I will pass everything.
Spirit, again, refer to her. Will she pass everything that's going on with her in this camp, this job? Spirit said, let it go. Spirit said, balance career and home life. Spirit said, peace offering. Stop worrying. You got this.
Okay.
Let it go. Balance career and home life. Let it go. Balance career and home life. That means you're going to make it. This is going to balance your career and home life. And the peace offering is the sacrifice that you're making. You got this.
Yes. Nice. In a few months, I'm going to email you again.
Please email me again and be like, Baron, I'm making a job making 6 figures, and I'm going to save up my entire paycheck to come down here and own a liquor store.
Yeah. And supply the Baron.
That's right. Surprise me with a whole bottle of rum. I want the good stuff too. Bombay rum.
Yeah, to feed the prosperity bag.
Look at that, to feed the prosperity bag. So the bag is working out for you pretty good?
Yeah, but I have to leave it at home.
Oh my God. So ain't nobody feeding it?
No, I'm the only one in the house that, well, my husband kind of knows what I do, but not everybody is on this page.
Yeah.
So I'm the one that does all these things. We practice Hinduism at home, but I go a little bit more,
I just got into Hinduism, learning about it. I haven't practiced nothing, but man, that stuff is potent.
That in combination with this is very powerful.
So you should know who Paravati is, or you just Google her.
Which one?
Paravati, the one that says she's gonna make sure your relationship and your life go right.
Yes. Oh, is that what you mean? I thought it was like an ancestor or something. Yes, that's Lord Shiva's wife.
Oh, look at her. She's Lord Shiva's wife, and you having marital questions, well, she says she's gonna make sure everything goes right.
Yay! Nice!
So how about you give her an offering of some cantaloupe with y'all weird ass family?
Yeah. Okay, I'll go.
God help
Yes,
me.
I will.
So yes, so I'm enjoying this. I'm happy. The spirits came to you and did you right. I'm enjoying this a lot. Now, here's a big question: is it something you want to be put on YouTube at a time?
Yes, sir.
All right, I will do my best to edit all the names. You only said one,
Yeah.
but I'll look for it and I'll make sure I take it out, and we're gonna be all right. Well, if you need to reach me, you know how. I'm glad everything is working out for you, and you got a very powerful deity guiding you guys.
Oh, thank you so much.
All right, darling. Well, you have a great evening, and do what they said about the husband. Pray before you get off that phone with him. Let him know that you're there for him.
I will, sir. Thank you so much. Thank you, Spirit.
All right, darling. You have a great evening.
Okay, good night.
Good night. All right, everybody. I did her a 10-card spread and an ancestor reading back to back because she booked them on the same day. So instead of her making wait to 30 minutes in between, I just ran them on out, and it was pretty good. She have a lot of people working for her success. She made a sacrifice. I don't know how many people can take a trip, go away for 6 months just to build a family up, and they're gonna reward her with this by giving her everything she wants. This is just a beautiful. She got. Again, I'm just now learning to read up on the Hindu religion, which is beautiful from what I hear. They say it's the oldest religion, and from what I'm hearing, it just might be. But she told me Parvati is Lord Shiva's wife, and she's having marital concerns, and Parvati says she's gonna assist her with that, make sure everything work out. That's beautiful. That's beautiful all day. And that's just beautiful all day. I'm speechless. Everybody, if you ain't hit that like button, hit it now for me. All right, everybody, I'm the Baron, telling you guys to trust the you and universe, because at the end of the day, you all you got. Please like, share, and subscribe. Thank you all. Thank you all. Soul Tribe.